Let's move, learn, grow, rock.
Hi everybody, Miss Paige here with Rocky. Hi everybody. And Jazz. Hi everybody. And we're here with another story time. Friends at home, how are you feeling today? Wow, thank you for sharing. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Rocky, how are you feeling today? I feel excited. I love story time with our friends at home and you, Miss Paige. Me too, Rocky. And I feel proud today because we found an awesome book to share with our friends at home, didn't we? We sure did, Miss Paige. And what about you, Jazz? How are you feeling today?
I don't know, Miss Paige. I don't know how I'm feeling today.
Oh, you can't tell us how you're feeling?
No, and I don't really know why. I don't really have any feelings today.
Well, that's okay, Jazz. That happens sometimes. I think that happens to our friend in the book, too. Let's read Out of a Jar, and we'll find out what happens when we don't have any feelings and maybe what the cause of it is. Friends at home, let's get ready. Rocky, Jazz, get in your positions, and we're going to get started. Out of a Jar by Deborah Marcero. Out of a Jar. Llewellyn loved scary books and scary jokes. Why didn't the skeleton cross the road? He didn't have any guts. And scary cartoons. Hello? But Llewellyn did not like to be scared. He tried to put the feeling away. Here, then there. But no matter what he did, it kept coming back. Finally, Llewellyn put his fear in a jar and found a place to lock it away. There it stayed. He didn't feel afraid anymore. And that was that. Not long after, Llewellyn felt sad. His best friend Max was laughing and sharing secrets without him. "Don't be glum, cheer up," someone said. So he put his sadness in a jar too. He locked it away. And that was that. Then during music class, he got so excited. Whee! But he wasn't supposed to dance. He was supposed to listen. So he shoved his excitement in a jar too. And that was that. Anger, strike 3. Ugh. Loneliness. Aww. Joy. Yay! Disappointment. Aww. He put them all in jars. Look, there's anger, there's the loneliness, there's the joy, there's the disappointment, and that, and that, and that was that. Soon, he had so many jars filled with so many emotions that Llewellyn walked around not feeling much of anything at all. One day, Llewellyn was feeling inspired, sculpting with clay. Look at the clay animal he made. But Max pointed and squealed with laughter. Ah, dinosaurs don't have rabbit ears or butterfly wings. Llewellyn was so embarrassed he tried not to show it. Ha ha, hee ha ha, hee hee. But that just made it worse. Of course, Llewellyn knew just what to do. He put his embarrassment in a jar. But there was a problem. There was no more room. Llewellyn tried to push and shove and shut his feelings away. Tears of frustration leaked out, and something rumbled deep inside of him. And suddenly, crack! All of those jars, holding all of those feelings, shattered. Every single feeling broke loose and pummeled Llewellyn into a stampede that turned him into a ragged heap of bunny on the floor. Buried at the bottom, fear was the last to leave. Once those feelings were out, something happened that Llewellyn didn't expect. He was happy and sad at the same time. He was excited and worried. But most of all, he felt relieved. So in the future, whenever Llewellyn was jubilant or embarrassed or upset, he didn't put his feelings away. Instead, he mustered up the courage to feel them, to share them. He's talking to Max about how he was feeling. And when he was ready to look each feeling in the eye and give it a hug and let it go. And that really was that. The end. What did you think of the book, friend at home? Wow, thank you for sharing. Jazz?
Rocky?
Yeah, Jazz.
I feel sad. You didn't share with me the other day, and I didn't want to make you feel bad, so I just didn't say anything. But after reading the book, I realized I have to tell you how I feel, because I can't just lock my feelings away. I won't feel anything then.
Thank you for sharing, Jazz. I had no idea I had made you feel sad. I am sorry, and I hope next time you'll tell me so I can make it right. That's very kind of you, Rocky, and thank you for sharing, Jazz. That's very brave. And you're right, what we learned from Llewellyn is that we get to feel our emotions. We get to share our emotions. We get to hug our emotions and thank them. And that way we can let them go instead of shove them down deep somewhere. And Rocky, how did you feel about the book? Well, Miss Paige, I liked the part about suppressing the excitement because I do that sometimes. You do? Well, yeah. I'm an excitable little pup. I know you are, Rocky. And in class, that's totally welcome because we're allowed to be excited and dance and sing when we're in class, but not all the time is it welcome, like in story time or at the library or at dinner. And so I have learned to sometimes put my own excitement in a jar. Now I know that I can express it and hold space with it and acknowledge it and let it go instead of holding it inside of me. Very good, Rocky. And Miss Paige can help you with that too. Sometimes we are excited and it's not a good time to express our excitement, but we can talk about it, we can think about it, we can feel it inside of us, and we can let it go, and it'll come back another moment as long as we don't put it away forever. Thank you so much for joining us for this story time. We'll see you again soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Your feelings are yours and they're all okay. Let's celebrate what we feel today.